we're back for another one. Same look in the pits, but it's not BMX racing this weekend. We are out here at the Riveter. I owe you guys a Berd spokes review video, and that's what this video is gonna be about. This video is well overdue. As you guys have seen my complaints, I've been rebuilding the yard, but the yard has had nothing but rain over the winter. Now it's leading into spring. With Riveter doing the jam, I thought it'd be a perfect opportunity to do a proper test on these Berd spokes. They have pump tracks, they have dirt jumps, they have big slope style dirt jumps, so we got a little mix of everything. And obviously these Berd spokes, there's been reviews on the trail riding and rock riding, but this is strictly testing on a slope style bike, 26-inch wheels, and we're gonna see how durable these spokes are. So with all that being said, let's get straight into it. I'm looking forward to riding this place. I'm gonna suit up and we're gonna see how much abuse we can give them. What I'm gonna be looking out for is flex, because that's gonna be the biggest thing that will change. What we have is the Maxxis DTH in the rear and the Maxxis Icon in the front. There's Tubolito tubes, E6 carbon rims, 40 mil wide, and then of course we have the Berd spokes. So we have a very, very light wheel setup. I wish I had a scale so I could actually show you, because every time I take this front wheel off, I'm blown away about how light this front wheel is. Running these Berd spokes on my slalom / slope bike, hitting a real hard slalom turn or spinning a 360 off the lip, I don't want to feel that flex in my wheels. I hate the roll of a tire. That's just the BMXer in me. So I put these tires at 65 PSI front and back. That way I had a nice solid tire, so I'm not gonna have much roll. So whatever flex I do feel, it should be in the spokes if we feel it. So after a few laps, we're gonna see if they loosen up at all. I guess the only really proper review is that either gonna be they're great, I love them, or there's an explosion. So worst case, we're gonna have a solid session. We're gonna have a good time doing it. See you guys out there. We got the little indoor stuff. Figured a little tight lips, I might feel a difference, but honestly it feels normal. So now we're out here on the bigger jumps. I'm trying to think of ways how I can put these wheels to abuse, but kicking it sideways, trying to land sideways, and as of right now, besides my bike feeling lighter, feels like a normal set of wheels.
Like right now?
Behind you. All right, dropping into the double black. The event is over here at the Riveter. The bike was successful. You know, it felt good. I signed up for the slope contest. Big jumps, so the bag of tricks were a bit limited, which actually played in my favor, and ended up taking home the win. But there's a few things I want to talk about. I want to get home and get this bike cleaned up. I haven't ridden this much in 2 days, in probably a couple years, especially with the yard. And there's nothing really to say besides lighter wheels obviously made my bike feel so much better. Lighter wheels are obviously going to help in so many different departments. I will say my last couple runs in the slope contest, granted I put about 7 hours of riding on them in the last 2 days. The back wheel started to feel like it was pushing a little bit, like I had like a warped wheel, and I think my tension just stretched out, because I was warned after you get a good ride in, they have a little stretch to the spokes. So yeah, we're gonna get home, I'm gonna clean it up, I'm gonna check the tension properly, then we'll get back to it, and we'll give a final wrap up to this Berd spoke review. See you guys at the house. So testing these wheels, 26-inch slope style, dual slalom wheels, the lightest setup I could have possibly built. The goal with these wheels were to build the lightest slope style dual slalom wheel set. Again, we have Maxxis front and rear, E6 carbon rims, Tubolito tubes, Profile Elite hubs, and then of course the Berd spokes. So my concern was flex. Out of everything we were gonna do, I just wanted to feel a stiff wheel. That was my goal. I honestly didn't dive in too deep with researching these spokes, because I didn't want to have an outlook or a different impression from someone else. I wanted to have my raw impression of how they felt on this bike in particular. So I did talk about the spoke tension. I'm gonna run through and tighten all these spokes a little bit, because again, they told me there's a stretch process on your first good ride, and this weekend was definitely my first good solid ride on these. And they don't feel like they've lost much tension. I would definitely say some, but again, we expected it. So I'm gonna go through and tighten them up one more time and see how they sound. All right, got a little more tension on. A little tighter. I went 3/4 of a turn on every spoke, front and rear. The true, I didn't have to true them. I had 2 pretty hard landings I wish I had on tape. That one cannon you saw in the video, I nearly 50-50 that, and one of them I got pretty sideways in the wind. Never once had to true the wheels throughout the day. Still didn't have to true them. They kept a good true even with all that tension. So guys, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just completely sold on them. This is by far the most playful, most fun bike that I own. So to make this bike lighter and ride even better is just a plus. I wish I could give you guys some numbers, but as you can see here, I'm dropping screws. My Park Tools scale is a little out of commission right now. But if you continue to follow me, as soon as I get that fixed, I will update some weights. I want to get an overall weight of this whole bike, get a weight of each wheel, because I can't even describe how light these feel like my BMX race wheels. But anyways, special thanks to Berd Spokes for allowing me to test this on a dirt jumper style bike. I know that's not traditionally what these spokes are for, but that's what I like doing the most when it comes to riding. So it was exactly what I wanted to test out. I'll put links in the description below so you can check them out for yourself. They're obviously not the easiest wheels like a traditional wheel set, but I think once you get through the build process and get them mounted, I think you'll be very happy with the outcome of these wheels, because saving as much weight as I saved was the biggest concern. It's a big bike, right? Especially me being a BMXer, I want this bike to be small and compact and lightweight like my BMX bike. So if you're looking to upgrade your bike, wheels are always the first thing I say upgrade, because a complete bike usually always comes with heavier wheels. If you can lighten up the wheels, the bike's gonna roll faster, it's gonna respond better, it's just gonna be more playful, and that's what you want. You don't wanna feel like you're along for the ride, you wanna be in control of that bike. So Berd Spokes, thanks again for allowing me to test this on this bike. I couldn't be any happier with how these turned out. I'm gonna keep putting these to the test, and if anything happens, you guys will be the first ones to know. Until then, thanks again for watching. See you guys soon. Peace.